Okay guys, first session of D&D. What's everyone's alignment and character? Lawful, good cleric. Lawful, good cleric. Lawful, good cleric. Yeah, that tracks. Hey guys, I'm the Digiologist, and today's Digi-ecology lesson is on the mon that offers more support than a push-up bra, ArkhaiAngemon. We'll go over what an ArkhaiAngemon is, their role in the digital world, and of course, whether or not you'd want an ArkhaiAngemon as a Digimon partner. Let's get into it. Starting, as always, by taking a look at ArkhaiAngemon. And I mean, just look at him. You'd know he'd treat you right. Anyway, ArkhaiAngemon is an ultimate level vaccine attribute principality type Digimon. A principality is a class of angel in many traditions, typically being one of the lower ranks, being just above archangels and angels classic. ArkhaiAngemon has a humanoid body with the addition of 8 snow-white wings sprouting from his back. Most of his body is covered by a skin-tight white bodysuit, though I'm unsure if this is a suit or if it's some part of their body that just looks like that. I'd investigate, but my colleagues won't allow me near one because they say I'm too aroused and that I shouldn't call ArkhaiAngemon the perfect power bottom. Excuse me for being passionate. Anyway. They wear what I like to call a battle dress on their waist with a decorative red garment in the front. On their upper torso and left shoulder, they wear red armor with copper trimming. Their vambraces are of a similar design. On its left hand is wrapped its golden holy chain. In its right hand, it carries its holy rod. A golden staff with an ever-burning flame atop its winged end. The holy rod is also surrounded by a green ribbon that never touches it, but never falls either. Finally, a helmet with 6 spikes sits atop Arkhai's head, covering his eyes but showing his blonde hair and kissable lips. As I've stated before, ArkhaiAngemon is more of a supportive Digimon than a direct combatant. This is reflected in its attacks. To start with, they have Saint Legion, where they summon familiars to attack for them. These familiars are often Gargomon and Manticoremon. Not too shabby. To help its familiars and allies, Arkhai can use Brave Aura. This causes flame from its holy rod to cover its flames of fire. Don't panic, as the fire not only refuses to burn its allies, but also protects them from harm. Now, should all that fail and Arkhai need to take a more direct approach, his final attack is Heaven's Flame. ArkhaiAngemon launches flames from his holy rod right at his enemies, and these flames, they hurt. They leave nothing but ash. Out in the digital world, ArkhaiAngemon occupy a leadership position among other holy angel Digimon. Considered an equal to MagnaAngemon and Angelwomon, few Digimon outrank Arkhai. Possibly only the 3 great angels and some rare outliers. Dwelling amongst its brethren in holy cities or near the digital kernel, it is known to be caring and protective towards the angels below it. This compassion is not reserved for angel Digimon alone though. Like any good cleric, ArkhaiAngemon is known to help any and all Digimon, so long as they are not obviously evil. You can often find Arkhai traveling looking to help those in need, and sometimes those in need of a beat down. Being the lawful good mon that he is, Arkhai does not hunt for his food, but rather forages or eats prepared foods. Despite being a powerful fighter in his own right, Arkhai rarely fights alone. Between his ability to summon familiars and his rank in the angelic army, he is often seen leading a small army against the wicked. His keen mind for strategy, coupled with his ability to buff his allies, means few Digimon stand a chance against him and his crew, even as a group. Now that I've sung his praises, get it? Let's talk about taking the next step. I mean Digivolving, totally nothing weird. Let's say you like your holy boy, but wish he was a bit less "I'll have her back by 9" and a bit more "check out this sick laser sword." Simply continue helping the weak and letting ArkhaiAngemon defeat Evil Mon, and soon enough, he'll become Diminamon. The laser sword thing makes more sense now, don't it? If you like ArkhaiAngemon's holy nature but wish he was bigger, and had talons, and a beak, well then you want a bird. You want Big Bird. Just say that next time. Anyway, by absorbing vaccine attribute bird type data, you could have one of the biggest birds around. Phoenixmon! You know what? Maybe you want a different kind of mega. A mega that shows your love of birds, dragons, and fish. Okay. You're not gonna believe me, but I know just the guy. By having ArkhaiAngemon absorb both aquatic and bird species, maybe a pinch of dragon, he could digivolve into the mighty Zhanpingmon. Size, not to scale. Now, that brings us to the ultimate question. Is ArkhaiAngemon a good Digimon partner? Let's start with recruiting one. Gaining access to a Digimon Holy City may be a little bit difficult, but if you're a good enough person, you could do it. Otherwise, I'd look for a small digital village that seems to be prospering. Either way, there's a good chance you'll find an ArkhaiAngemon nearby. Now, most Ultimate level Digimon I'd consider incredibly difficult to convince to be your partner. Not so much with Arkhai. His compassion is so great that any heartfelt plea will likely convince him to be your partner. So now you've got your very own holy dude. What do you do now? Well, keep in mind that ArkhaiAngemon's compassion doesn't stop with you. He will not be satisfied unless he is helping the innocent or battling the wicked. Expect to do a lot of charity work. If you want a Digimon to just chill with, you should have bonded with Ophanimon. Troop Tamers, beware of this, as he may not mesh well with the more mischievous or outright diabolical Digimon, or he will beat them until they're good boys. While he mostly only does so in combat, the fact that he can summon a Gargamon and Manticoremon means that even Soul Tamers will have the numbers advantage. Though, still not sure if they will listen to you, so be careful with that. While no slouch in a fight, his supportive aura is his greatest asset, even protecting his tamer when it needs to. Now, while pretty tall, his humanoid appearance should allow him to pass for a really big human if covered. You're gonna have to convince him to leave the Holy Rod at home though, and good luck with that. Oh, and I don't know if this matters to some of you, just something I noticed, but he's also a gorgeous man, which, you know, might benefit you if you're into that sort of thing. I'm not. Anyway, overall, I recommend ArkhaiAngemon as a partner for both Troop and Soul Tamers, though with the caveat that you need to be willing to help others at any chance you get. Otherwise, just forget about him. Cleric's gonna cleric, man. So, did you guys learn anything new about ArkhaiAngemon? Do you think you'd want him as a Digimon partner? If you had to put together a 4-man team for a D&D campaign, who would you put with ArkhaiAngemon as the cleric? Please comment down below and also leave a comment about which Digimon you'd like to see a Digi-ecology lesson on. I am slowly making my way through the requests, but I promise to get to all of them eventually. I'd just like to thank you all for all the support you've been showing me. It means the world. If you like this kind of Digimon content, please like and subscribe. It helps immensely. As always, I'm the Digiologist, and thank you guys so much for watching.